Good morning, everyone. This is Nadia Subrati coming to you live from Queens, New York, from createwealthwithnadia.com. How is everyone doing this morning? I hope you all are having an amazing morning. Today's topic, right? I was actually watching a video this morning and on YouTube, right? And I ended up creating an article on LinkedIn, and I created an article on my blog about this topic, right? And today's topic is why a college degree is useless. Hey Angela, what's going on, beautiful? So today's topic is why a college degree is useless. All right, guys, and I can totally relate with that. And I was actually watching, because I'm always taking personal development. I'm always reading. I'm always watching trainings, videos, whatever it is to enhance my skills, right? So I actually came across this video this morning on YouTube, and I was like watching it, and it's from a lot of these successful people. Even Donald Trump quoted, no practical experience. There are many case studies that are not practical, right? And it has to do with, guys, it has to do with going to college, studying, getting a college degree, and not being able to find a job. And I'm right here. I can attest to that because I've been there. I've seen the struggle. I've struggled, So this is a topic I really want to cover with you guys today because it kind of resonates with me, and if I had known what I know today and what I know now, I would have never went back to school, right? I would have never went back to school and get all these degrees and put myself in debt, paying these student loans. But this is what we're going to be talking about today, right? So the topic is why a college degree is useless. And I truly believe a college degree is useless because I have degrees. I went through formal education, all of this stuff, straight A student, got out of school, couldn't get a job, applied to hundreds of jobs, maybe only went on a handful of interviews, right? And I couldn't find a job. It was depressing, but this is what we're going to talk about. So I was actually, watching this YouTube video this morning, right? And I was like, wow, even Donald Trump was talking about it. A lot of these public figures, they all were talking about, why a college degree is useless. And I totally agree. And we're going to jump into this now. So, a lot of parents, right, they send their children to college, right? A lot of these college students, they end up drinking, they're partying. Their parents are taking out thousands of dollars. For an education in New York, if you want to go to a really good private college, right, guys? And I'm not talking about a really top private college like NYU or Cornell University. I'm talking about a good private college, which I went to a private college, and I was paying like $10,000 a month this semester, right? But I went to other schools. I went to a lot of schools because, they want you to get one degree, then you have to get another degree, then you have to get another degree, right? And when you get out of school, you cannot find a job. But in my situation was, I went back to school at a later age. I already had a degree. I didn't need to get another degree, but I didn't want to do accounting. Accounting is boring, right? So I went back to school for healthcare, got all these degrees, took out thousands of dollars in loans, guys, I swear. And I couldn't find a job. Hey, John, what's going on, my friend? And I couldn't find a job. But, a college degree is truly useless. I believe that people should know how to read and write and public speaking. I think it's so important. Unless if you want to become a doctor or a lawyer, then yes, you need a college degree. You need to go to get more advanced training and stuff like that. But guys, even when doctors are graduating, they're struggling. They're struggling because some of them have $500,000 in debt, and a lot of them hate what they do. After they're spending so much money, right? Hey, Lisa, what's going on, beautiful? Hey, John. A lot of them hate what they do. And I know this for a fact, guys, because I was married, right? My ex-husband is a laparoscopic surgeon. I didn't know he was $500,000 in debt until we were getting divorced. And at that time, I was a loan officer. I went back to the mortgage industry, and I started back doing loans. And we were going through a divorce. So I decided to run his credit because I had access to that and I could do that. So I got a social security number, and I was just curious, so I read his credit, and I saw that he was $500,000 in debt because of student loans. So a lot of, and I even have friends who are doctors, I have friends, guys, with higher degrees than me, okay? They have a PhD degree, and they're making $15 an hour. $15 an hour. So what's the point going to school and studying and getting all straight A's, and when you get out of school, you can't find a job? right? And so many people are going through with this. There are so many young people that are graduating college right now, and they can't even get a job, and they have thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in debt, right? So the point I'm getting at, you don't need a college degree. If you learn the skills, I mean, look at all these successful people like Bill Gates, you know, and all these successful people. They dropped out of college. They don't have a college degree. They're billionaires. They're millionaires. They're making so much money, right? But you know, the thing is, you don't need a college degree. You don't need a college degree to become successful, you know. But society, you know, and our parents from little, they're like, oh, go to school, get a degree. You're going to get that dream job. And I got news for you guys. That doesn't work. That doesn't work. You have to create your own reality, you know. And this is what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. It depends on what you are studying for. Mike, I went to school for healthcare. I studied health information technology. I got certified in that. I'm a certified building and coding specialist. I got a degree in public health. Graduated top of my class with the highest Latin honors in those both degrees. Okay, for healthcare. Then I went to another school. I took health sciences at Touro College. Then I went to New York College for Health Professions, and I studied double masters in acupuncture and oriental medicine. Guess what? I couldn't find a job. And when I did find a job, it wasn't even in my discipline, and they were paying me $12 an hour. So you you take out all these loans. And then another thing, I went to a lot of staffing agencies, and the last staffing agencies I went to in New York, I've decided on that day, I will never go to another staffing agency again. You know what the woman said to me after she looked at my resume? This is what she said to me. She goes, you know, why didn't you go to New York University? Really? I feel like the education system is a scam. I feel like the education system is a scam because they want you to go to school. They want you to take out thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars in student loans just to pay for your education. And when you get out, you cannot even afford to pay for this, especially for young people, guys. Young people, you know, they go to school 4 years, 6 years, whatever it is, you know, thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to get out of school. I'm going to get a dream job. I have news for you guys. It does not work that way. It doesn't even matter if you go to Cornell University or New York University or any of these top universities. Everyone is still struggling with the same thing. Everyone is struggling with the same thing. They're struggling to get jobs. They're competing with thousands of other applicants. I know this for a fact because I've been there, you know. This is from Lisa. Been through 9 staffing agencies throughout my career, and none of them, I would say, were really in. Hold on, let me see. None of them would say. I don't have my glasses. And none of them, I would say, were really good. No, they're not. They're not. And this is my own opinion when it comes to staffing agencies. I think with staffing agencies, whoever, you know, the people that they hire and whoever's, you know, running the staffing agencies, they feel that they're powerful because they have so many good candidates. So many good candidates. And they don't even give anyone the job. People with high qualifications, people with a lot of, with a lot of experience, they won't hire them. They usually hire people they know. This is a fact. I mean, come on, guys. Look, when I finished my second degree in public health, right? The school that I went to, they were like, yeah, we're going to help you find an internship. They were getting me an internship which had nothing to do with what I studied. Nothing to do with what I studied. And thank God I knew my friend, and I called her up. I was like, listen, I need an internship. Can you get me an internship in a clinic, right? And this is how I was able to get an internship treating HIV patients, because of my friend. Had nothing to do with the school. The school did not help me at all. This is from Mike. You cannot be a doctor, lawyer, or engineer without college. Some discipline require... Mike, I totally agree with what you're saying. But the point is, a lot of these people, doctor, lawyers, engineers, a lot of them are still struggling to find a job. A lot of them are like $200,000 to $500,000 in debt. And some of them cannot even find a job. I have friends who have degrees, who have a PhD. They're making $15 an hour. $15 an hour. You know, one of my professor, he was telling me his story after he graduated and got his PhD. He was working at Toys R Us because he couldn't find a job. And then when he did find a job, teaching, he had to, like, I think for the first 6 months, he was making like $15 an hour before he could actually make money teaching in a university. This is insane. This is insane. So the point I'm getting at, yes, if you want, to become a doctor, lawyer, yes. But then the fact is, after you get your degrees, what's the point if you cannot find a job? So many young people are graduating college. So many young people are graduating college, okay? And you know what they're doing? They're at McDonald's flipping burgers. Since when you need a college degree to flip burgers at McDonald's? Or fast food, or work at the department store? You know what I'm saying, guys? The point I'm getting at, you don't need a college degree to become successful. You don't. You don't. And a lot of these people that are A student, graduated with the highest honors, whatever, they're working for people that did poorly in school. So you don't need a college degree. And this is my personal take on this, because if I had known this, guys, 7-8 years ago, I would have never went back to school. And the crazy thing is, I was trying to figure out a way how to start a business online back then, before I went back to school. And a lot of these things that I researched were scam. A lot of these companies were scam, and that's why I never got into online marketing then. But I wanted to do that. I wanted exactly what I'm doing now is what I wanted to do 7-8 years ago. This is from Mike. Then you teach them branding, change them. Exactly, Mike. I have students that are doctors, lawyers, pharmacists. I have a lot of different types of students that I met on LinkedIn, that are my students, that I'm actually teaching them how to write their story. And I know the struggles. But this is true. You don't need a college degree. I have a friend who's a plastic surgeon, right? And you know what he said to me? He goes, Nadia, if I had to do it all over again, I would have become a businessman instead of becoming a doctor. That's what he personally said to me, But that's what I'm saying, guys. You don't need a college degree to become successful. You just need to learn the skills. There's so much to learn. And honestly, college and universities don't teach you real life experience. They don't give you the experience that you would get on a job. And I know this for a fact. Whatever I studied in college and all this stuff, when I started working as a medical case manager, was totally different. They make you take all these courses you don't need. They charge you thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars, promise you to help you get a job when you get out of school. And when you get out of school, you're on your own. And it's the honest truth. I truly believe that, as long as you know how to read and write well, and you probably take some courses in public speaking, I think pretty much that's really what you need if you want to build a successful business, because it's all about communication. And there's so much, of course you need to take trainings and stuff like that, to learn the skills. You know what I mean? But in my personal opinion, if I had to do it all over again, I would have never went back to school and put myself in debt of over $100,000 in debt of student loans that didn't land me a job. But if I had children, I would have sent them to like a community college, let them, community college, which is really cheap, no expensive university or colleges. But, this is my take on this. This is how I feel about it. But, I was actually watching this YouTube video this morning. That was the first thing I did when I woke up. I was still in bed and I was like, wow, because I like doing stuff like that, watching videos like enhancing my knowledge, Hey, Dolores, what's going on, beautiful? Hey, Anna, how are you? Hey, Leaf, what's going on, everyone? So what's going on, guys? So I just wanted to share that with you all. There's so many people graduating. There are thousands of dollars in debt. And they're working for minimum wage. So many of them can't find a job because what you learn in college, you're taking a bunch of courses. You're not getting real life experience. Yet so many, when they get out of college, they can't even get an internship. And I know this for a fact because I've been there. Because of my friend, I was able to get an internship, and then I got the job because of my friend. No staffing agencies helped me, even though I applied to hundreds of jobs and all of this stuff. So I know the struggle. What a lot of people are going through. You know what I mean? But I just wanted to share that video with you all. And what you guys doing? Hope you all are having an amazing day. And so if you guys want to read some of my content, I just created an article on my blog, and I also created an article on YouTube about this particular topic that I'm talking about right now. You can go to createwealthwithnadia.com and you can read some of my content, or you can actually go to YouTube. You can go also on YouTube. I have a lot of videos, trainings, and you can actually read my article on LinkedIn. But I just wanted to share that with you guys, you know? So thank you all so much for joining me. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you all later. Bye, everyone.